大家好，欢迎来到我们长城汽车环塔拉力赛的直播间。今天是休息日，所以我们非常的放松，有机会呢一起跟2位车手，还有我们的文旅推荐官以及我的搭档，那么一起来聊一聊。不过首先呢，请允许我是你们的主持人何鑫，来给大家一一介绍今天在这里可以跟我们畅聊1个小时的朋友们。那么首先这就是尼古拉斯·卡维利亚索目前表现最出色的车手，边上呢就是大家都非常熟悉，他的太太也是。
And now you can see Nicholas, co-driver, also his wife, Nina. Is that right? And now is my partner, Li Kuntong, my partner co-host. And she's also very experienced rally race, and is also the first Chinese co-driver. And there is a good performance in the rally. I'm Li Zhengsheng. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. And here we can see our special friend for today. It's from Luobu. It's the cultural and tourism promoter. I'm very happy to see you. So for Aizoba, I want to ask you a question for the full name. I know your full name is really long. Normally in Uyghur, our names are quite long. At the beginning, the front is the name, and then the back is the last name back there. Like it's about 7 words. And today, we have some local specialties. And can you have some introduction for us? They look really beautiful, really tasty. For example, when there's the festival, we'll put the food like the nuts on the table. It's especially for that one. There's special food for the festival. And this one we call sanzi.
Local, how to say, fried twist. Yeah, made by powder. And that one, of course, almond. And also a coleslaw. And that one is a local date. Yeah, that's very special.
Later, I want to taste that.
Yeah, you can try it for sure. And now, congratulations for us.
Okay.
And this is local milk tea. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
维语这个 cheers 应该怎么说呢？在这个时候
How to say cheers in Uyghur? We say huche.
Local words.
What is that word?
Yes, it means cheers. And 维语怎么说
How to say that in Uyghur? Wushe.
Do it together. Okay. You like it?
Yeah.
所以呢，首先呢，我们今天一起来聊聊
First of all, we want to talk about the previous stages. We know that since we have the race, the SSS to SS6, we have 6 stages already. And for these 6 stages, 2 of them are really difficult. Actually, 3 of them are really difficult. The SS3, 468 kilometers, and SS5 and SS6 are most difficult stages. I want to ask my partner Kuntong, I want to ask you, for this Taklimakan rally, what's your feeling about this race? So all the way to SS6, I feel that it's really too difficult, especially the SS5 and SS6, just like devil stages. So this way will make the big difference, a big test for the drivers and vehicles.
Few stages, and you are not the very fast one for the each and every super stage, but you are consistently fast. So how do you feel about the past 6 stages?
Yes, last 6 stages was very hard. It's my first time here, but I'm surprised about the level of the race and the terrain because it's very hard in the fast part, a very rocky part. That the dune was amazing. It's amazing.
Just now, I asked him, as Nicholas, for each stage, he's not the number one for each stage, but he has the most stable performance. So that is why he has the very good performance. And for the previous stages, what's your experience about this? This is the first time for him to be here, and first time to attend the Taklimakan rally is really difficult. For some area is the high speed, by so many routes, you must be careful. And some of them with so many sand dunes, and the sand dunes are really dangerous and big test.
Yes, yes. Yesterday, for example, we have a little details about the different weapons, but was very good for us. We can find everything and very quickly. But it's amazing race for us. It's our first race here in China, and our first race with T2. So we are learning a lot every day about the car, about the terrain. But it's really, really good race.
我刚才呢也问这个 Valley 呢，他们整个从导航的角度上来说，挑战是怎样的？他说实际上这是非常棒的一个。
Do you think about the challenge? This is a very good race, even though they're the first time here. For the navigation waypoints, they're lucky they got all of them. And for this race, and they're getting good performance till now. And many people may not know one secret. We know these two. They're a couple, and also their partner. And they got really good performance in a really short time in Portuguese rally and Taklimakan Dakar rally. So Dakar WR2RC, the long distance race, and he got the champion in terms of the co-driver. Is the first female navigator to have these achievements, and really awesome. However, many people don't know that they knew each other when they were in the elementary school.
You are the schoolmate, right? The primary schoolmate. When you first met Valley, how old was you?
The first time we are
in the primary, yes, I think 8 years old.
Yes,
yes.
Yes. 所以第一次他们俩认识的时候，两个人只有8岁，这就是我们中国说的青梅竹马。So what's your first impression when 8 years old when you see him?
Yes, I have some letters from Nico when we are a child. Yes, love letters. Yes. Wow. Then Nico was one secondary school and I was another secondary school.
Okay.
We separate, but then when was 18 years, we stayed together for 16 years. Yeah.
所以呢，刚才他也说啊 ，Valley 说了，在他们
Dana mentioned that they knew each other at 8 years old, and Nicholas had noticed Riley, and he wrote a small note for her. And there's the childhood sweetheart, and they went to different secondary high school. And when they were 18 years old, they became boyfriend and girlfriend. So they have been staying together for 16 years now. So after 9 years, they decided to become a couple, real couple, got married.
I know you are the supporting team member for Nicholas, right?
Yes, yes. Nico raced a lot in ATV, cross ATV.
Yeah.
And then when he decided to move to the rally race, he needed a team manager or assistance for the race. So I was in all the races and 3 Dakars and I like a lot. And then one time Nico decided to move the quad to the side by side, so he needed a co-driver and say yes because I love everything and say yes for everything. So well, in 2021 we start together to race some races in Argentina.
那么那个 Valley 也说，我刚才问他呢，这个他的整个跟尼古拉
Just now, I asked Valley about her cooperation with Nicholas at the beginning. So Nicholas had a four-wheel vehicle. He needs a team. So Valley has become a part of the team and do some organization and deal with the spare parts, an important part of the team. And later, they decided to enter the automobile group, and Nicholas would need the co-driver, and she became the navigator for him.
before you become a navigator, right?
No, nothing. I don't have experience. All my life I play hockey,
Yeah.
hockey and football. I like so much, but well, I make a lot of sports. I don't know, swim, a lot of sports. But always I like the rally. When the Dakar stay 9 years in Argentina, we go all the Dakars to see cross the cars, and I like so much. And well, now we were 4 Dakars together, and maybe one more, and it's amazing.
那么 Valen 呢也说呢，他其实
Valen also mentioned that
开始的时候，尤其达喀尔呢，在拉力赛
at the beginning, especially for the South America, when they have the race, there are so many vehicles there, and she liked the rally very much, and she likes different sports, and she plays football, for example, so she is good at
成为这个领
sports.
航的时候，
But before she became a navigator, she did not have the experience in this regard.
Why you choose her for your partner at the very beginning when you race cars?
No, of course.
You must have a very particular reason.
Yes, yes. That kind of race is very hard for mechanic, for the engineering, for the team, and of course for the rider and the co-driver. And then in the Dakar life, you need like a very consistent co-driver, or like a marriage, you know, because
marriage.
sometimes I am so tired, and the co-driver need to help to meet me up. It's like the same when the co-driver is down, I need to help to go up. And then with Valentina, we may stay a lot of years together. I know Valentina, he's thinking, and she know me, I am thinking, and then we make a very good team, very good inside in the cockpit. That is I'm more relaxed of that. I know the potential of Valentina. When she has some in the main, he worked a lot about this dream. I like the same. Both were very competitive and go for everything.
那刚才呢，我也问到这个
Just now, I asked Nicholas, because Valley did not have experience in terms of the race, why he chose Valley as the co-driver in the important rally. He mentioned that because they have been staying together for a long time, so he knows that the co-driver needs to have a very good cooperation with the driver, especially the deeper understanding. In addition, they all know each other's characteristics. So in key times, sometimes one person is tired, the another party can do some reminding. So with this, that's why he decided to choose Vera to be the co-driver, and they got the good result. I want to ask Kuntong, you are also a navigator, and working as the navigator, what is the biggest challenge for that? The biggest challenge for some drivers when we just started to do cooperation, the sense of trust. Maybe they don't trust us enough. So sometimes, for example, in one race, the driver, I said go to the left, but the driver wanted to go to the right side. So we were in the chicken bin. So after the race, we did a conclusion. If the driver choose the navigator, you need to trust the navigator. The navigator needs to trust the driver also. It seems like your safety, your life is in the hand of the driver. So that is very important. So at the beginning, that will be the most challenging part.
So I just asked her about the challenge of to become a navigator, a partner driver, co-driver. And so I'm sure that during you've been through so many races, and during the race, there must be a particular moment that you are disagreeing from her, right? Have you ever had some kind of, I should say, arguments?
I don't know.
No,
no
arguments?
No, because we are both. We are very competitive. She in the cop speed, I know he made the best, and like this the same full charge in focus for the race. We like a more professional, for racing during the race, of course. But I know when she make some mistake, we try to take a decision quickly to lose less time, and then when I have a problem with broke the tire or something, she helped me to change everything to more quickly to continue pushing, and that is the decision, because if I say no, you're wrong, it's not have time to fight, you know. It's that.
所以我刚才呢也问到尼古拉斯
Just now I asked Nicholas about his cooperation with the co-driver. No conflict because they trust each other so much. So when there is a small mistake, they will solve the problem and do the adjustment when there is the flat tire. Because Nicholas needs to do replace the tire, and Venom will provide assistance. So in the race, time is really limited. When there is a small problem, both of them focus on solving the problem instead of blaming each other. That is also the key part of their cooperation. So trust is the
So let's talk about your race result, stage by stage. So the very first stage is very short. The very first, the triple S stage, it's only 25 kilometers. And you rank 11. You're not that fast.
No.
So at the very beginning, what was your thinking?
Small.
That's small.
Yes, the prologue was very short.
Yeah.
But it's too much percent of you lost, the percent you win.
Yeah.
Because you were very explosive, and then you take a big rock, you broke the car, and then nothing in just 20 kilometers. Yeah. You need to take time, and then you need more stage to push.
So later, I'll talk to Nicholas about his ways to deal with the situation in different stages. The first one is the 25-kilometer race, and the key word is smooth, not to seek high speed and do not make mistakes. If you're too fast in this stage and there is a flat tire or there's a damage of the vehicle, and there'll be a huge impact for you. So for this first stage, he was only 11th place, and just over 1 minute away from the competitor.
245 kilometers. And you rank number 4. So you go fast, right?
Yeah, we try to push a little more. We saw in the first part of kilometer, we take a little dust. I lost time there. But after that, after the kilometer, I feel more good and I feel good feeling with the car. And then after that, we are pushing a little more. But I think the first stage was a
So for the first stage, there was the special stage, 245 kilometers, and they were the first place. So at the first place, first at the beginning of the stage, and there was some influences, and they got the rhythm, and they tried their best to move forward. So the result is quite good. Just like 5 minutes away from the first place.
SS2, 293 kilometers. And you rank number 2. Go faster, right?
Yes, the stage was very good for us. We broke one tire, we changed the tire, we lost time there. But when arrived the finish, we know that we won the stage.
Yeah.
And yes, it was very good stage for us.
So for the second stage, 293 kilometers, they had a flat tire, but the overall speed was really good too. So the result was
Then
also very
the
good.
longest one, the SS3, 468. So is it very difficult for navigation?
Yes. I think the stage 3 was
More longer.
yes, was longer and was really fast. Yes, but we don't have problem. I finished second in this stage.
Yes, you finished second.
Second, yes. No, yes. I think it was very good for us. We are day per day with Nico is learning about the car, feel better, and I think it was good.
The third stage, 468 kilometers, and for the stage, they got the second place. That is 4 hours, 55 minutes, and 53 seconds, just a little bit more than 10 minutes away from the first one. There is no problem, but the overall high speed, so they got the good result. So they are very satisfied with the
For
result
the
too.
long distance.
No, good.
Because we know the car is based on the mass production model, and it's generally speaking is a little bit heavier, right?
Yeah, maybe the car is maybe little heavy. Our car, we have a small battery. I need work more about the charging of the battery with the braking, with the gears, to charging to later when I need power, I have a charge of the battery. But I feel the car is amazing. It's amazing. I feel so good, so comfortable. In the last two stages, a very hard stage, I feel so good in the car. I think that is the line we need to looking for the Dakar.
Just now I asked about the vehicle. The 10700 is the production class. We did a modification. Actually, when we did the modification, we did that follow the rules and requirements of the SS3. So for the modification, there are so many restrictions. So the vehicle is heavier. So I asked Nicholas how does he feel about that. The driving, very good. The vehicle, really good, especially during the race. He needs to try a lot and learn a lot and do the charge for the vehicle, charge the electric. And he mentioned that the S65 and the S6, the most difficult stages, he can feel that the condition of the vehicle is really good, and he's becoming really good at the vehicle. That is why they have the really good result. And Kuntong, our audiences can have some questions. Do we have some questions now? Let me take a look.
Q&A section.
Let's see, what questions do we have here? There, no questions yet. They're trying to. All the voice is about cheering up for us. Can I ask a question? Sure. Because so these two personnel, they had the Dakar rally and now here in Taklimakan rally. So in recent 6 years, so SS3 stage is the longest one, and in this process, I think it's really like torture. The temperature on the desert is so high, and as a female, I want to ask how
So,
did you manage to
as
come
a
out from the desert?
navigator, and especially as a female co-driver, facing the long distance, for example, 468 kilometers long distance stage, how to focusing on your performance,
Yes.
especially as a female co-driver?
Yes, really, it's really hard because it's a lot of hours on the car and focus all the car all the time because it's our responsibility, like a co-driver, about the dangers, about the caps, about everything. So I was working a lot because a lot of races, a lot of Dakar for stay focused, a lot of hours. And I'm okay here. 2 days ago, 7 hours in the car was really hard.
Yeah.
But well, the body is tired and the mind too. But you need focus on the road book because it's your responsibility. All the dangers to know broke the car.
She also mentioned that for the female, in order to focus on the race, that is quite challenging. And for the SS5 2 days ago, they stayed in the desert for almost 7 hours. So they felt so tired. They needed so much physical energy. But as the co-driver, she knows her responsibility. She needs to focus on the navigation and the road book and lead Cavaligliasso to the right direction.
We training all year.
What kind of training?
Sometimes CrossFit or a lot of heavy.
Weight.
Yes. But for the gym, yes, because you need be better. You stay all day sit, but when you need down the car, you need be quickly, be very good physically because you need fast.
Yeah.
You need to be fast. So we're training a lot, and when they pass the day, you need feel better, good every day, because when you have some issues, no, it's same.
Yeah.
Now we are very good, ready for the 7 day more.
She mentioned that because I asked about special like tactics secrets for the race. The daily training, regular training is very important. For example, for the very long distance race, and also the weight exercise in the gym, so the body can have the best condition. Because they worry that if you are in a race and you feel discomfort and they would feel really tired, really bad in the race. So the physical exercise is really important. No more questions. As a cultural and tourism promoter, do you have some questions? I want to know. It seems like their first time here. I want to know, how do they feel?
So this is the first time you come to China and the first time you come to Xinjiang. So how do you feel about the local culture, environment, everything?
No, it's amazing. In the road, a lot of people come to say hello, to bring our
To cheer you up.
Yeah, of course. And that is so good. I remember when I went to the Dakar in Argentina, South America. A lot of people come like here.
Yeah.
That is surprised me. It's a very nice that. And the amazing of the culture and the area. Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Just now, Nicholas mentioned that even though this is the first time for him to be here, and he is really impressed by the environment here, and also for the enthusiasm from the locals. It's really impressive that cheering for them when they had a race in Argentina. There's so many audiences cheered for them. It seems like this race just like the one in Argentina, so they're very happy. There's a question here. How do you feel about the food in Xinjiang.
the donkey
The
meat
chicken.
in Baoding? No, never.
Never.
They didn't try the donkey meat.
But the meat is a donkey meat.
Ah, yeah.
Have you ever
In
tried that?
the first day in the
first day.
hotel, yes.
We eat like a hamburger.
Yeah.
And then say that is good. They say, what is that? It's a donkey. Donkey? Yes, donkey. The donkey animal. Yeah. Okay, but so good. So good.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I want to try again. Yeah, of course.
They understand now. I explained the donkey is the Chinese style hamburger with the donkey meat. The first time they tried it, and they like it so much. And Nicholas wants to try again. We can talk to this with Mr. Wei. Do you have more questions? The chicken, right?
In Xinjiang, they have a different kind of dishes. Like fried chicken with local spices. Have you ever tried that? 大盘鸡还没吃。
哦，你一定要去尝一下。
So next time
You must
you
try
try that. It's a chicken, but it's a little bit spicy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a strong flavor. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's
Okay,
very
we
special.
want to try. Yeah, of course.
然后，这边还有网友问说
A friend is asking another question for SS5 and the most difficult stage in Dakar.
Another
Do
question.
some comparison.
Asking about the SS5 compared to the most challenging special stage in Dakar. What is more difficult?
Uh-huh. I have
Of course, Dakar
yes.
run.
About the stage number 5 is one of my harder stage I've raced.
Wow.
Sure. When I'm racing in the Dakar in South America, the weather like here is so hot, and then sandy is very soft. When I am in the stage number 5, I remember that stage I really raced because the Dakar is hard, but it's at 20 kilometers, but not like this one. This one is, I think, 50% more strong, like the stage of Dakar.
50% more.
Yeah.
50% more difficult than Dakar's difficult stage.
Yes.
Wow. How do you feel?
Yes, was really hard because, for example, in the Dakar, in an empty port and in Arabia, we race one day we race 7 hours, but we make 600 kilometers. Here was 280 in 7 hours.
Wow.
Was really, really, really hard
Okay.
stage.
Yes.
And in Arabia it's cold. Here is so hot, so the sun is different.
那他们两位呢也说，今年的
They
这个
too
第五
mentioned
赛
that the stage 5 comparison with the most difficult one in Dakar, this one's more difficult. 50% more difficult than that one, because in Argentina race, the distance, long distance, like 600 or more than 600 kilometers. For now, Vale mentioned that it's just 280 kilometers, but hot temperature. And there is the sand and other problems. They ran for 7 hours. But for in Dakar race, like 600 or 700 kilometers, they spend 7 hours also. So only 280 kilometers, but the high temperature, the terrain, there is the other obstacles. So they think this stage is really, really difficult.
还有问题吗？More questions?
现在大家都说一定要让
They are all talking about
的特色美食都要尝遍。
tasting all the specialty delicious food in local.
因为刚进直播间嘛，还是想了解一下两位车手。
Because they want to know more about these two drivers.
There are some new audience coming in, and they want to know you better. So please do a self-introduction for our audience. Your self-introduction, your career.
Okay, I'm Víctor Guillazo. I'm from Argentina. I am 34 years old. I race 7 Dakar, 3 in quad, in ATV, and 4 with T3, SSV category with Valentina.
And 1 in T4.
And it went in four,
Our
sorry.
first one.
4 in ATV. It's my first time here, of course. I 2-time winner of Dakar and 1-time world championship, world rally champion. I'm so happy for that. And then now we are racing with a Tank 700 with a Great Wall Motorsport. I'm so happy for that. It's a very big project. I'm so happy to develop of the car, and I bring my 100% to develop the car and then go together, of course, to the Dakar race. Very excited.
尼古拉斯呢，刚才也是介绍了。
Nicholas did the introduction. 34 years old from Argentina, a driver, and in Argentina race, there's UTV all-terrain race championship, and 7 times in attending the Dakar rally, and 3 times of them is the UGV, and the remaining 4 times is T3 vehicles attending the race. There were 2 times in the Dakar rally, he got the champion, and he got the W2 RC World Rally Tournament annual champion, and now Tank 700 joining GWM, and he's quite confident with the race, and the vehicle is very good, and he can know the vehicle in a short period of time and get the good performance.
I'm Valentina Pertegarini from Argentina. I have 33 years old, and I raced 4 Dakars, 1 won and 1 third place.
Yeah.
I think it's really good because 50% on the podium. So I'm really happy for that. And I was 2 times world champion. Yes, and it's amazing because I raced only 2 championships. So I win my 100%. But
you are the first in the history,
yes,
the first female co-driver won
Yeah.
the world champion
yes.
as a female driver. That was amazing.
I always say I have the best driver of the world, so it's for that. But I think we make very good team together. And we understand everything, and inside the cockpit we are very competitive, but very because we are thinking who win the race. So I think this is the key for everything.
So Valen is 34 years old from Argentina also. There were 4 times she attended the Dakar rally, 2 times got the award, so 50% having the award, and got the champion 1 time. Most importantly, for the 2R World Tournament race, there were 2 times she got the champion. The first female co-driver getting this annual champion in the history. So really impressive. And she also mentioned that in the race, every time they're trying their best, every time making the greatest effort to get the final champion. So they're also very confident with the race.
Your racing experience, and here I quote: "You mentioned at the very beginning when you joined Nicholas as partners to race, nobody pay enough attention to your guys, and they don't think you can win anything. Why?"
Yeah. Because Nico come to win one Dakar in quad. So when Nico changed the category, all the people are waiting for who is the co-driver, the Nico, because all the people wait. I really experienced co-driver, really hard, you know. But when Nico say, I go with Vale, with my wife, all the people say, okay, they
You
go.
have zero experience.
Yeah, zero experience. All the people say, okay, it's like a trip for the sun. But well, in our first race, we finished second, and the second race in Argentina, we won. So now, in this moment, all the people say, oh, it was lucky, but then we work a lot and a lot of time on the gym and a lot of time on the car. So we say we want won the Dakar and make it.
Just now I asked a question. So when I started to make the team, I had a report. No one had a confidence in them and not paying attention to them also. So at the time, Nicholas had the all-terrain champion already. He was already really famous. So for the T3 group and all the media paying attention to who will be the co-driver. And many people are expecting that there will be a really experienced, really top-level co-driver. But Nicholas has chosen his wife. And Valen did not have the experience at all and no experience in race at all. So they didn't think they can do a good job. And many people think that they will just stay in the desert and enjoy the sunshine and will not come out. But they got the second place for the first try, and they thought that maybe just they're lucky. But for the second time, they got the champion. So Valen mentioned that at the time they spent so much time to improve the physical strength and also willpower, spend so much time in the gym and so much time on the race and the track. And they got a series of champions. And finally, they were recognized by general public. So Kuntong, how do you feel about this? What's your pressure as you just became the co-driver? Yeah, quite stressful. When I worked as a co-driver, first time I was 11 years old, 2015. At the time, I was there temporary. So before the race, like the night before that, they just taught me temporarily. And I had the Taklimakan roadbook and also the UTV. So for the group, we got the fifth place because there was the flat tire. When at 2 kilometers, my driver hesitated, thinking, do we need to replace the tire? I asked, do you dare enough? We can just drive. So finally, we got the fifth place.
Experience about her performance during the race as a navigator. And she said the very first time he joined the team, it's experience more or less the same as Valen, as a female navigator. 但是作为领航来说，你跑
But as the navigator, for the UTV, it's open, we know that. So in the desert, there'll be under more pressure. There will be more influence in terms of vision. How to solve this problem? For the first race, it was not too bad. So it was not like SS5, not so dusty like yesterday. But there were water. We are wiping the face and trying to move forward. And the roadbook was wet, and I was trying to protect my roadbook and also the timetable, time card. So the teacher also mentioned that so the navigator will not lose the time card. That is more important than the bank card. Without the time card, you lose everything.
No windshield, nothing.
All the
water, the sandy.
Wind.
Yeah.
So what is the difference compared to the 10700 and the UTV drive? What is the biggest difference that you have to change yourself to adapt to the car?
Yes, the first feelings is also good about the car, but it's a lot of different one. In our before our car, the T3 category, is a light vehicle, and he have a long suspension.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of kilometers, and then I know every part I have in the car. And this one is a different one, but inside is a much comfortable. You have a screen in the road. Is like a car. It's much easier in the car. But of course, in the middle of the desert is more heavy. You need to learn more about the dunes because in some dunes you need to take another way to know not crossing the big parts. But I am surprised about the power. The power of that car is amazing. And then when you need more power, you have the battery to help the engine and then bring more power.
Just now, I asked about the UTV and also comparing to tank 700 high 40. How different are they? First, UTV lighter, much lighter, and the suspension longer. So during the race, they can just go for the big sand dune. The good thing is that there is the windshield, so you don't need to be scared of the sand, but it's heavier. So for some place, not like UTV, you cannot just go right away. Maybe you need to choose another route to across this. But overall, for our tank 700, he is really impressed by the power of the vehicle. Every time when he needs the vehicle, there is enough power from the electric and the hybrid, so he can have the ideal performance. So for today's performance, he has done a very. There is also the power of the vehicle is one of the reasons.
Any predictions for the coming stages?
Yes, yes. I know. And again, I don't know where we're going, but I'm looking for the mapping area or something that. I think the next 7 stage was hard, like 6 before. But okay, we are ready. We are ready for the challenge. We come to here to develop the car, to make our best. We continue in this line because we are focusing that. And our mechanic and our engineering work a lot with the car to make everything ready and check everything to in front another 7 station.
我刚才呢最后一个问题呢也问他。
Just now, I asked him a question about the prediction or expectation for the following stages, even though they're here first time, but they know something about the map and rowboat. They know the 7 stage, just like the previous one, the stage 5, difficult, but they're prepared. And the racing car will provide enough support so that they can have good performance in the following stages. And now we're going to talk about enter the most important part, the cultural and tourism promoter. Many people don't come to Hetian, don't come to Wopu, so they don't know there's a long history here. Really long history. And there was an important town for ancient times. So what did you get for us today? First of all, I welcome everyone to be here in Hetian, a beautiful place. So this place is the Luopu County. This is the scenery spot, and this is the hat. I give them to you as presents.
And it's kind of special skill. It's a local design here. And it's called the 爱德莱丝 silk. It's a kind of silk. And I don't know, the production is really different. It's even different from different parts of China.
Nice.
So it's really local.
It's amazing.
Special.
Thank you. 谢谢。
Thank you.
And also, for the clothes I'm wearing right now is also the kind of silk, wholly man-made. So you can see the patterns here, all unique. I hope friends can come here more frequently and be our guests, and we warmly welcome you coming here more frequently. And this afternoon, and there is an activity event here. And in the tonight, there is the performance. And this is the non-tangible cultural heritage also for the country. Later, if you have time, there is the Gourmet Festival, and you can enjoy the good food there.
If you have time, you can try some local food. And the shirt is also the local design, and it's fully handmade. So if you have time, you can try to find it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really special, and it's totally different from different kinds of products from different parts of the world. It's purely from here.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, after this race, we need come to 1 month to know every part because I don't have a lot of time because we are in the car, of course, to try to make the best and win that race. But for sure,
I want vacation here.
I need vacation in China to know every part and different traditional food or local clothes or everything. I am very happy.
Nicholas mentioned that he is really impressed by everything here. So this year he's here for the race, so he spends most of the time with the team and for the race, so he does not have so much time to experience the good food, eat the good food here. So Valen also mentioned that we need a holiday and explore here in China and experience the culture here and also experience the products and the art and of course the food.
Chinese food is the best in the world. And different area have different kinds of food. The style is really different. And basically, we eat a lot of things.
In the cantina too. Yeah.
So I talked to him about the food in China, the different food in different regions, and we eat a lot of food. Kuntong, do you have more questions to ask? Do you have netizens asking questions? They're asking about after the Taklimakan rally, will they too still stay in China to do more training and prepare the Dakar rally? And next year, will they come back and have
from
the
audience,
Taklimakan rally?
they want to know after this year's race, what is your plan? Are you going to stay in China to train yourself to prepare for the next year's Dakar, or you have some other plans? What's your plan for the coming events? And next year, are you going to come back to race here?
Yeah, of course. We have 1 month just here in China because we don't have a visa and China's customs just 1 month.
Okay.
But for
For
sure, we need come back to training and have a lot of meeting about the Great Wall Motorsport to what is the next step for looking for the next races and the Dakar. For sure, because now I need finish this race, but for sure I need just thinking for the next year come again.
He mentioned that they're here for the Taklimakan rally. The visa is only for 1 month, so they don't have much time. And after the race, he's sure that he will come back to GWM because they need to prepare for next year's Dakar rally. They need to cooperate with the team and analyze the data. 2027. The beginning of the 2027, there will be the Dakar rally, and after that, he hopes that he will be back in the Taklimakan rally again. So fine, we still have a little bit of time. I want to ask the cultural and tourism promoter. We all know that Hetian or Luopo, that the J capital, the food capital, coffee capital, hometown. Carbon hometown, like the Hetian J. there is the international civilization, but it is difficult to get a good Hetian jade, right? Do you agree?
因为我抽空也去转了一下，看了一眼，就是
I
女孩儿
took a look also. The girls like this jade, but we don't know this at all. And there's a big difference in price. I hope that you can teach us something about that. For the Hetian jade, I don't know much either, to be honest. Is it because there are different categories of the Hetian jade, right? And you need to check the color,
要看它的颜色呀，然后它的
check the color and the texture,
也是有所不同。
oiliness, and the price will be different.
说要想知道爱德莱瑟，可能会了解的比较多一点儿。然后
And
平时的话呢，
for the jade,
男生比较感兴趣，男生会了解
the boys are more interested in the jades. But for the silk, this silk has long history, right? Yes. How long?
爱德莱斯嘛，我刚刚也说过，
The atlas, non-tangible cultural heritage of our country, and the history, really long history. From West Han or Tang Dynasty, it started at that time, and they studied the pattern, special color, beautiful. And apart from the silkworm, there'll be other things. You know so much because I prepared. Why this is the hometown of carpet? Because in Hetian, we have the handmade carpet, which is the most famous, the Hetian jade and the silk, and also the carpet. For the carpet, man-made.
爱德莱斯也是。
For this silk, also man-made. So it will take a long time to get the carpet. Yeah, you need to dye the carpet. How long? Just like this big, like the one on the table, this kind of carpet. 3 months, 5 months, almost that long. So taking a long period of time. How expensive?
看它的那个料子，
We need to see the texture.
真的可能会达到比较高一点儿的价格。
Now the price can be pretty high. Can you tell me how high is that? Secret.
因为我怕别人不到
Because
地摊。
I'm worried others will not come. Because for some products, you cannot get them from other places. For the people here,
有些人是放下面的，有些
some people put the carpet on the table, some put them on the wall. So it's just like the decorative part. So I want to let you know that if you get a chance, come to Nanjiang River. If you come to Nanjiang River, you come to Hetian. When you're here in Hetian, not just the good food, the carpet, not just the silk and the jade, there's also the history. And there is the from West Han. We know the emperor for that dynasty. The Emperor Han Xuan is the offspring. So for the Han dynasty, the country was really powerful, and at that time they got the West Han mansion, and that was in Hetian. And there is also very important part of the south route of the country. And we can see so many rallies here. If you like culture, if you know something about this, I welcome you to be here in Luopu, in Hetian, to experience unique characteristics here. So it's almost time to say goodbye. I thank you again for joining us in the live stream and cheering for our drivers. In the meantime, I hope that you can continue to follow our live stream because there will be 7 more days for us to provide the newest information for you. You follow Nicholas, please. And he also followed the GWM and cheer for my other drivers, I hope that there will be even better performance for the following stages. I hope all of you will follow the Taklimakan rally. Let's see you tomorrow.